The Brooklyn Nets are coming off back-to-back wins against the Phoenix Suns and Golden State Warriors, and throughout both of these games, a case could be made that Dennis Schröder was the best player on the court. Now, the overall foundation of Schröder's game lays with his ability to put pressure on the rim. Being 6'1" and weighing under 180 pounds, Dennis doesn't have the ideal build for being an effective slasher at the NBA level. But despite his limited size, Dennis has consistently found ways to both break down the first line of defense and generate points around the basket.
Get it back. Driving past Nurkic.
Off the bounce, I wouldn't say Schröder has the most flashy or eye-catching handle, but he does make crisp and efficient moves, while also being really comfortable driving through contact. When getting to these straight line drives, Dennis loves to use his offhand by swiping and pulling himself into his attack. We'll see Devin Booker here step up and meet him outside the 3, and Dennis from here is going to attack his top foot by dropping his shoulders to again swipe with his off arm to carve out this driving line. Off the bounce, Dennis also has a ridiculous first step where he can dust the defense with these quick bursts off the dribble. One of his go-to moves is his simple right to left drop cross, where Schröder pushes the ball to his left hand, then skips his feet up to get an extra burst off the dribble. So Schröder's blend of physicality and quickness is more than enough for him to create clean blow-bys off the bounce. But another important wrinkle to Dennis's game off the dribble is going to be his pace. Schröder off the bounce is constantly changing his level and speed, by initially playing upright and casual to then drop down into quick and punchy combos. And these quick stops and starts makes it really easy for him to get the defense off balance. Watch him here catch and rip hard to his left, then slam the brakes going behind. And notice how much ground he covers floating back out to the 3. But from here, he's going to rotate his hips and transfer all his weight to his outside foot, to then get to this aggressive push cross back to his left. We can see a similar move here, where Dennis is going to lull the defense to sleep by again turning his hips, as if he's about to initiate some type of action above the break, but he's then going to explode into another push cross. Then he's going to use that off arm to pull himself completely past the defense. This is another variation off that change of pace move, where Schröder is going to again slow down and turn his hips, but now he's going to quickly drop down into a spin towards the baseline.
3-point game as Schröder attacks and gets all the way to the...
So because Schröder commands a ton of respect as a driver, he's able to leverage that threat to create space for his pull-up game. And so far this year, Dennis is shooting an extremely high 61% on all his in-between pull-ups. And while his volume is pretty low, these are still good looks for him to have in his back pocket. Plus, he marries it perfectly with his driving game. We'll see him here get back to that right to left drop cross. And when he feels the defense turn and get off balance, Dennis is going to slam the brakes, creating enough airspace for him to rise up. I love the footwork and balance here, where Bradley Beal first cheats under the screen, then scrambles down to head off Schröder's drive. And notice how Dennis is first going to take a hard dribble to his right and drop his shoulder selling that blow by, but then he's going to flow into this crossover without breaking stride and pick up for an on-balance right-left pull-up. Now, Dennis this year has also been doing some good work from behind the line, and throughout his career, he's never been known to be an elite outside shooter, but these are still good looks that he can use to keep the defense honest. And if he can shoot at least in the mid to high 30s from 3, that's going to be more than enough to command respect from the defense.
Step back 3.
So at the moment, the Brooklyn Nets currently hold the 8th seed in the East. And while it is pretty early in the season, it's safe to say that the Nets have the capability to make some noise in the play-in and maybe creep into the playoffs. But in order for this team to have any chance of showing up in the postseason, the play of Dennis Schröder is going to be crucial. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments who the kids should break down next. The kids here.